We talk a lot about wanting deep connections, meaningful relationships, and people who truly understands us. But how many of us are actually emotionally available to receive that? Today, we're diving into what really means to be emotionally available, the signs that you might not be, and how you can start showing up more fully in your relationships and for yourself. If you ever felt like people don't get close to you or you struggle to express yourself, this might be exactly what you need to hear. Being emotionally available means that you are open to both feeling and expressing emotions in a healthy way. It means allowing yourself to be vulnerable and honest in relationships. When you are open about your likes and dislikes, open about your dreams and your needs. It is also being able to process emotions instead of avoiding them. I know many people, when really intense emotions come crashing to them, they just go silent. They don't address them, they don't communicate, they just growl into themselves. Communicating openly without fear of rejection or shame. We are so fearful to express ourselves, to be like, I do not like that, to be like, oh, I feel like I need more, or to express our really deep desires. We feel shame. We feel like the other person won't really understands us. Another thing is that being present without shutting down or deflecting emotion, being like, oh, this doesn't matter. Why really it does matter. Everything you feel, everything you want is in fact something that matters. Those were the signs of you really not being available as much as you thought you were. You really avoid deep emotional conversation, you joke about them or you withdraw, you struggle to express or process your emotion. You really keep relationship at a surface level. You don't try to go too deep because you're really scared to get hurt. When people get too close to you, you instinctively pull away. You struggle to be present. You may distract yourself with work, art, social media, and a lot of other things just to avoid emotional depth. Does anything that I said really sound familiar to you? Tell me in the comments because I really would love to hear from you. Without emotional availability, relationship becomes transactional. You interact but you don't connect. You might feel lonely even when you're surrounded by people because you're not truly letting them see you. And most importantly, you can't expect emotional availability from others if you aren't emotionally available yourself. So, here's some tips I think that could help you to become more emotionally available. You need a little journey into self-awareness. Ask yourself, why are you afraid to become emotionally close to someone? You don't have to go and do big step. Another thing you can do is expressing yourself with minor emotion throughout the day. When you get a little bit frustrated, when something really doesn't go your way, you can try to express them without being angry or raising your voice. You have to also sit with discomfort. Instead of distracting yourself when feeling arise, try sitting with them and trying to understand them, learn them, and process them in a healthy manner that will allow you and others around you to communicate openly. Release the fear of being rejected also. Not every emotional connection will be perfect, and that's okay. The goal is growth, not perfection. Emotional availability is something we can all work on. It's not about being perfect, it's all about being willing. The more you show up for yourself, the easier it becomes to show up for others. What's one thing you've learned